Have you ever gone to a zoo or maybe a farm and you hear these people tell you, don't spook the animals or you could harm yourself or the animal itself? Well, apparently, certain people forgot about that or never even understood. Because some animal rights activists, I'm going to say accidentally, it doesn't, because I don't believe they intended for this at all. But some animal rights activists killed two piglets during a protest. According to Fox News, animal rights activists are accused of killing two pigs after showing up unexpectedly at a farm to protest the animals' conditions there, a British farmer said. Meet the victims descended on the Sandilands farm in Lincolnshire on March 2nd in order to highlight the plight and suffering of farm animals in Britain. And I think one of the plight and suffering is the fact that these farmers allowed these protesters inside. I actually don't think that they allowed them, but it's kind of, we really shouldn't have this large groups, rowdy groups, going into a farm to harass animals. Uh, there are people who do this, and they warn you that if you try to spook their animals, they will kick you out. No exceptions. So about 200 activists attended the rally and were split into two groups. One to invade the farm. I suppose 100 activists would be arrested if the police would. The police don't necessarily. There's some really big problems with how people take care of their meat, namely in the Islamic community, because our laws. Sorry, they're not our laws; they're British laws. Because British laws kind of don't stand in line with theirs, because they do very iffy and many would say inhumane things to how they create their meat. But that's neither here nor there. That's kind of a different conversation. Sylvia Hook, one of the farmers, told Lincolnshire Live the activists who stormed the farm had tried to cuddle the piglets, but instead stressed them out, leading to their deaths. About 50 of them all piled into a farrowing house. Immediately, the sows are jumping up and down. Hook said it caused the death of two young piglets through being squashed, and two other piglets have had to be taken away to get up and running. You know, I gotta point another thing out. When trying to get into a farmhouse that to show their animals, they only allow a certain amount of people going in at a time to try to prevent their animals from getting spooked. Because again, they don't want to see their animals get harmed or the people going in there getting harmed. Because there's one thing, either they get sued or their animals get killed. She added in a BBC interview that the activists disrupted the animals' feeding schedules, which also caused them stress. She said she felt scared and incredibly intimidated, according to Vice News. They were picking piglets up, cuddling them. There was a lot of screaming going on, she told BBC. Piglets don't want to be cuddled. Then, unfortunately, they were putting the piglets back in the wrong pens. So I had to wonder, were they let in there in the first place, or did they break in? Because really, this is not. Don't become an animal rights activist unless you know exactly how to take care of an animal. Because this is absurd. The fact that 50 people just charge into someone's farm, decide to harass these animals in the name of saving them, and then end up killing two. It's why? The activists claimed they caused the deaths. The group said one of the piglets who died was already sick when they arrived. Yeah, that's like saying that's like saying uh that's like some criminal who robbed a guy saying, "Oh, it was there when I got there." Or that's not the right point to say. It's like a criminal who stole from somebody said, "Oh, it was just out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody said that it was there, so I went and took it, and it was inside their house." It's kind of like saying that. And she said she was surprised the farm was targeted because it's a family farm and they follow all health protocols according to Vice News. This reminds me in America, somewhere in North Carolina, a pig farm was fined about $2 million because of smell pollution or something, air pollution, because they had pigs, and pig farms usually tend to smell. And the reason they were charged is because some residents next door to the farm complained about the smell. It's silly that people. I think that one was more nefarious than this one, but this is really stupid the way these activists acted. You won't even take responsibility for causing the deaths of one of the animals. I don't think you're activists if you're going to act like this. I don't think you're animal rights activists in order to save animals. I think you're just animal rights activists in names, because this is just stupid. The way these people acted. This is never how a person should act when trying to rescue an animal. You're just causing more harm than good. Anyway, this was the Mighty Nutcracker giving my opinion on this article. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more. If not, please like and subscribe anyway. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and good day.